I'm gonna walk you through a makeup routine that I've been loving. And the first step is definitely just adding an extra layer of hydration on my skin. If you have super oily skin, I feel like you don't need to add this step, but because my skin is more combination, it can be a little bit drier sometimes. I like to just add this so that I can use a stick foundation. I find that stick foundations can sometimes be a little bit drying, and this is already a very glowy stick foundation. I don't find it drying or that it picks up any dry spots on my skin, but I just find that the application goes on so much more seamless and smooth when I do add a layer of primer beforehand. And the foundation will just melt right into your skin. And instead of using a traditional bronzer, I've been loving using a blush that has a little bit more of a brown tone to it. So this is the Lisa Aldridge Velatura Balm, and the shade is called Cinnamon Bun. I'll put this right in the areas where naturally the sun will hit, and then I will blend it out. I know some people have told me that they think that bronzer makes them look really muddy because of maybe their skin's undertone, but I think a blush that has more of a brown tone can also be used as a bronzer. You wouldn't contour with this kind of shade, but just for adding more of that sun-kissed warmth to your skin, it works perfectly. I'm using the Victoria Beckham blush tint, and then pick it up with a brush, and then apply on my cheeks. I think using a very liquidy blush like this, especially one that stains the skin, just creates a very realistic, flushed look on the skin. Then for concealer, I've just been sticking with my stick foundation. I just pick some up with my concealer brush, and then I'll just pat it in very lightly under my eyes. This just adds a very thin layer under your eyes, so you're not really piling on the product. And then of course I'm using my concealer pencil to just conceal any little spots. And then for powder to set everything down, I'm using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake pressed powder along with the Huda Beauty puff. Just been picking it up like this and then tapping it under my eyes first, just to really lock in the concealer and prevent any creasing throughout the day. And then with whatever's left, I will start to bring that down my cheek and onto my chin. And then I will set my forehead as well. My brows are always gonna be the same, so it's just my Judy Doll brow pencil. Sometimes I want extra hold, so I'll use a brow gel and I'll just brush it through my brow hairs like this. For the eyes today, I'm feeling like a little bit of color. This is the Plume eyeshadow from Violette. I'm just going to use my fingers with this. It just creates a really soft, smoky look. I like to blend with two fingers, so I will apply most of the product right along my lash line, and then using a clean finger, I'll then blend it upwards onto my lid. I just love how effortless it makes your eyes look. Now I'm adding mascara, just a very light coat like that. And then for the lips, I'm using Benetint to help add color to my lips. And then I'll just add a glossy lipstick on top. This is the Dior Glassy lipstick. And this is the finished makeup look. There's just a slight pop of color on the lids, and I just feel like the rest of the makeup looks really natural and effortless. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon. Bye!